Hello viewers, this is Galaxy Natural Honey. Today I want us to talk about the 5 costly mistakes you may encounter as a beginner during your journey as a modern beekeeper. Now, have you been thinking of starting beekeeping? I will advise that you should not make the same mistake I did. I'm here to tell you about these 5 simple errors that can cost you your bees, your money, and even your passion for this craft. Many beekeepers failed in their first year because not because they don't care, or it's just that nobody told them what to avoid. I learned the hard way, so you too are not meant to learn the hard way. So I'm here to tell you these 5 costly mistakes. The first one is opening the hive too soon. You know, when your bees settles, let's say when your bees colonize your beehive, you're not meant to open the hive immediately they settle. You have to give them some time because if you open your hive, you make them feel unsafe, unsecured, and this thing can lead to the bees absconding. You should give them at least 3 to 4 weeks before your first inspection. Take note, don't open the hive so soon. Allow your bees to settle for some time before your first inspection. Alright, the second one is poor hive placement. When you place your hive in a wrong location, it can lead to heat stress, maybe pest attack like safari ants, maybe hive beetle, and poor foraging. So when choosing a location to place your hive, choose somewhere that is calm, a ventilated spot with some shade, and nearby water and flowers. Just make sure that the place you place your hive should have a good vegetation where your bees can forage, and there should be water where the bees can source water to drink. That one is very, very important. Take note. The third one is skipping protective gear. You know, beekeeping, especially when you want to assess your hives, is not something you do with your physical strength. You have to protect yourself very well so that you can have access to these bees. Now, thinking you are brave enough and you can access these bees without your gills, believe me, it will surely, surely backfire. The bees will sting you, and the bee sting are very, very painful. And just the sting alone can ruin your confidence. So when going to assess your bees, maybe during hive inspection or during honey harvesting, please make sure that you are well kitted with your bee suit, your glove, your boot. Make sure that your bee suit is not faulty. If it's faulty, you can amend it. So skipping protective gear is the number 3 costly mistake. So take note of that. And the fourth one is ignoring hive inspection. As a beekeeper, you are meant to inspect your hive at least 2 to 3 times a month, depending on how busy your schedule is. But no matter how busy you are meant to inspect your hive so that you can see what these bees are actually doing. Then you can prevent some things, maybe your bees absconding, your bees swarming. It is never advisable to neglect hive inspection because when you neglect it, you are creating room for pests like ants, wax mold, maybe hive beetle, or disease that can easily destroy your colony. So inspect your hive at least two to three times. All right. The fifth one is not learning before starting beekeeping. Many people rush into beekeeping just to get honey without even learning how to actually care for these bees. Now, when you don't learn first, one, you won't understand what your bees need. You won't notice maybe the early sign of problem. You may lose your bee or waste your money. You may feel confused at some point and you feel like I want to give up. What you have to do instead is first to get a basic training, be it online, offline. Just get a training on beekeeping. At least when you get a training, you learn how your bees behave and what they need. You get a mentor or you can join any beekeeping group. Maybe from time to time they will share knowledge on beekeeping. Another thing is to start small and keep learning as you go. You don't just buy hive and hope it works. Yeah, it may work for you. Maybe at some point you started encountering problem that you can't solve, and before you know it, you feel discouraged, then you just dump it. You should learn first. Your bills deserve it, even your investment, because when you're into beekeeping is just like an investment. So when you get the right knowledge, your investment deserve it and your bees as well deserve it. Now, by avoiding this simple mistake, your bees will strive and reward you with golden honey. Learn, plan, and protect your hive. If you find this helpful, please hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and let us grow together. More beekeeping tip is coming, so subscribe and turn on your notification bell.